Hi, I'm Carolyn, Trichologist at Absolique. We've got another story for you today. This one is a scalp treatment, so it's men's he had a scalp condition, but he also had concerns about hair loss and male pattern thinning. So we went after the scalp, but we got a side benefit of hair growth. So super happy with this one. So it was an interesting case. His concern, as I said, was hair loss. But he also had folliculitis, which is big raised irritation, sort of bumps or lumps on your scalp, and he had been taking medications for those. It had been happening over quite a few years. The scalp was oily and itchy, and he had open sores on the scalp, so he was getting some help from a doctor to try and stop the infection, but the scalp was still in a terrible state. So we wanted to clean the scalp up so we could obviously help with the hair loss. So what I would normally do is either look after scalp health or hair health, but to this case we had to combine the two. So it was super interesting, and we couldn't do anything that was invasive because of the scalp sores. We couldn't open the scalp. So we started with a gentle in-clinic scalp treatment that gave us a nice base, and then we showed them a take-home, what we call a scalp soak, and a treatment product. We also identified through blood tests there was a lot of deficiencies going on here, and really poor diet and nutrition. So the main deficiency we found was vitamin D. So when you've got low vitamin D, you're going to have all these scalp and skin problems. So we worked with the doctor to make sure we had the right amount of vitamin D, and when we checked in 4 months' time, we could see a significant difference in the hair growth, but also the hair health, because we've managed to be able to calm down this oil. So the vitamin D had raised, but it wasn't enough. So we kept working on that, and we talked more about the importance of nutrition, because we had a 30-year-old male with very low ferritin, which is your iron store, very low B12, and when we talked about diet, he just wasn't eating any real food. So that is kind of the underlying cause. We're now trying to help more with the hair growth, because we had a diffuse hair thinning because of the lower nutrition, but we also had what we call early onset male pattern thinning. We couldn't treat all of that at the beginning because of the scalp, so now we had good scalp health, we can go on and sort of address those other things as well. So I guess at the end of the day, the story is it can take time to address all of the problems, because there's always underlying causes, but we do get there in the end. So if you want my help with any hair loss treatments or scalp conditions, I can help you anywhere in the world. So do email me your story. It's info@absolique.com.au.